Hey everybody, this is Just for On Gaming, doing a little bit of Legacy in today's video playthrough. Playing some Sneak and Show, deck I've played in one league before, so just a friendly reminder, if you like what you're seeing on the channel, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. So this is one of Legacy's premier combo decks. You pair the card Show and Tell or Sneak Attack with one of these big fatties. Gristlebrand allows you to draw a bunch of your cards. Emrakul basically annihilates your entire board, or annihilates your opponent's entire board with the Annihilator effect. Omniscience allows you to hardcast, especially your Emrakul. It's kind of a plan. Show and Tell Omniscience into Emrakul allows you to play around things like Karakas and stuff, some of the other hate cards that exist in the format, Containment Priest and such. Beyond that, your deck is a bunch of cantrips, counterspells to protect your combo, 2 mana lands to accelerate your combo, so you can show and tell on turn 1 with a combination of like City of Traders and Lotus Petal, Brainstorm, Ponders, and Preordains to find your 2 8 ofs, and then Spell Pierce and Force of Will to protect the combo, as well as Flusterstorm in the main deck. And then in the sideboard, you also have Volcanic Islands and your basics to go fetch. You have a little bit of mana acceleration, as I've already mentioned, with Lotus Petal and Ancient Tomb and City of Traders. And it's just about sequencing your cantrips correctly, knowing when to jam, knowing when to hold up. I was told out after the last time out that I really need to learn to jam with the deck rather than holding back and fearing, because the longer the game goes, the worse you get in a lot of situations. Beyond that, there's not really a whole lot to the main deck. Sideboard, Echoing Truth, come in against a kind of a generic hedge against things like Containment Priest and such. Arcane Artisan, one of the sideboard plans you bring in when you fear your opponent's bringing in ways to interact with your Show and Tell and such. Surgical Extraction and Fairy Macabre for any type of graveyard decks. Pyroclasm for any of the smaller creature decks. Things like Death and Taxes and such. Abrade, this is a generic Shatter or Shock effect. Grim Lavamancer and smaller creature decks, Boseiju against a deck with a bunch of counterspells. Grafdigger's Cage good against graveyard decks, Reanimator and such, which is a big deal. Pithing Needle can shut down various things, Planeswalkers and such, and then Defense Grid and kind of the counterspell matchups. So it's pretty much the deck. We're going to try to play a couple of like pickup games in the practice rooms, see if we can actually find anybody willing to play. Obviously, Legacy leagues are fairly expensive, so I'm going to be doing some practice room stuff, seeing what we can pick up on here. Playing against Angelic Execution. So this is an interesting hand. I think it's a mulligan. We have... Is this a mulligan or is this a keep? We have one of our combo pieces, but no cantrips. We have a Force of Will, but no cards to pair with it. I think this is a mulligan. This hand also is likely not fantastic, but I'm going to keep it if we find a blue source. This hand's pretty reasonable. It might be up against Death and Taxes. Going to cast a Ponder to give us the best chance to find an actual island. Well, I mean... So how many blue mana sources do we want is the question. I think we go... No, I should have... Definitely a lesson here. I should have actually... Yeah, Restone Port, Thalia. No sense in brainstorming here. It's one of the key things in Legacy is learning to sequence your cantrips correctly, etc. I think I'm just going to go ahead and draw the... Yeah, Mother of Runes isn't particularly relevant here. I'm just going to go ahead and draw the next land, because my opponent's going to obviously port us here. So, yeah, that's fine. Just cast Brainstorm during our next turn utilizing our opponent's clock is extremely slow here right now. So, see if they deploy another threat. Oh, so they're just going to go for the double port activation. Florida blue. Let's grab a basic island here. Cast a brainstorm. Wow. Alright. Sure. So, put back Spell Pierce and looks like this obnoxious combination of cards might be good enough to get there. Sure, they're just going to wasteland our volcanic here. Alright, I have no idea what that's even in their deck for. But definitely death and taxes here. Yep. Let's play a sneak attack. If we ever find an Emrakul or something, the game's just over. Oh, so that just allows them to pump their team for no apparent value. So we'll brainstorm during our upkeep, or whenever they go to tap our lands down. Hopefully we can find something to put in with the sneak attack. Otherwise, we're probably in a lot of trouble this game. Sure. Back Omniscience and Spell Pierce. Kind of obnoxious if they have Swords to Plowshares here. And I put back Spell Pierce. So Definitely mishandling my lands in this game, so... Trying to learn Sneak and Show against one of its rougher matchups. Alright, that was fun. So, Spell Pierces can come out. Really interested in these Pyroclasms, this Abrade, the Lavamancer. Exile the card. It's probably not quite as good considering they have the just random stuff. Force isn't great against them. Pithing Needle would be maybe okay. Cage, no. What cards can probably come out? This is probably not a Search for Azcanta matchup. And probably not... as many Force of Wills in this matchup. Guess I'd like to play first. And Sand's okay, I guess. Got a lot of cantrips. Lead off on Ponder here. So I'm definitely interested in a Pyroclasm. Hopefully they don't lead off on Mother Runes. Okay, they do not. So we're not really interested in drawing that Volcanic Island at this point. So this definitely feels like a shuffle. Any order, yes. Play out this Preordain. Draw a land. I guess the fetch land to pair with our Brainstorm isn't terrible here. Still looking for either a here comes Thalia. Show and tell. Put back what? Sneak attack and Mana denial playing of theirs is like so obnoxious. Do I even brainstorm here? Now we're basically brainstorm locked, and our opponent can continue this Rishodon Port BS. Basically, if we ever draw another mana source, this game is over. Oh, please, just... Please don't name Lotus Petal. You piece of... utter trash. No. Maybe I should have kept the Abrid there. So many choices in this format. So frustrating. Can't use Lotus Petal. They wasted it off of 2 sources. I mean, I guess this is how Death and Taxes wins, but... And I'm sure there were quite a few mistakes made here. On my end. So, 2, 4, 5... We need to draw another mana source next turn, so... And hope for some reason they decide not to port us. Sure. Yep. Alright, well that was a thoroughly embarrassing squash match. So, I'm sure there were a lot of sequencing errors and a lot of mistakes there. We had set up to either Show and Tell Omniscience, cast Emrakul, or Pyroclasm there, but them locking down our mana just enough to kill us was kind of obnoxious. But I guess that's what Death and Taxes does. But this has been Desk for Dustin Gaming with Episode 1, Match 1 with Show and Tell, working on learning the Legacy format and cantripping and all that fun stuff. So I think Legacy has a lot higher learning curve than formats like Standard or Modern. But what do I know? This has been Desk for Dustin Gaming. Hope you have a great day.